Hello, my hearties. A very good evening to you. It's just me, Scottie McClue, and we are, of course, live on the big one, Saturday night. Nothing gets past me. It's 9 o'clock sharp. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our live broadcast. Tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10. The Scottie McClue is here live until 10 o'clock. How amazing is that? Wonderful stuff. Dinky-Doo, everybody. Matthew's joined us. Scottie joined us. Twana has joined us as well. Good evening, Scottie, says the wonderful Top Swahili. Absolutely welcome. Scottie, nice to see you, says Matthew. And you, Matthew, always nice to see you, I say to you. And we've got our beautiful, beautiful Facebook people with us tonight. So a very warm welcome to you as well. That is just tremendous. Welcome, welcome, I say to everybody. Ian's joined us. And Oob 119. Guys, tell us where you're watching from. That is very, very important. Always say, I'm watching from, and tell us the place. Spence says, Mr. Martin. Mr. Martin, congratulations. Absolutely. I tell you that, James. Yes, indeed. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. So there we go. The only thing is I watched the football today, and I thought to myself, why are they singing Flower of Scotland when they should be singing God Save the King? I think it puts Scotland in a poor light when they sing Flower of Scotland at sporting events. But there you have it. Facebook, oh, there goes the neighbourhood. Absolutely. Good evening, Scottie, says Susan. Susan, lovely to have you with us. And Sullyboy81 says, hello, Scottie. Hello, Sullyboy81. Welcome, welcome, I say. What do you think of young people becoming Catholic? Listen, no problem at all. If you want to become Catholic, we're all actually Catholic if we're Christian, but not necessarily Roman Catholic, you see. Now, who have we got here? Scottie, Flower of Scotland's the anthem, says Nettles. No, it's not Nettles. Flower of Scotland has never, ever, ever been the anthem, and never ever will be. Flower of Scotland is a very nice wee folk song, and we started singing it as a laugh. What we need to do is sing God Save the King, and then we could sing Flower of Scotland as a novelty act afterwards. What about that, folks? Would you be up for that? I tell you. What's England's national anthem? England's national anthem is ours. We took over the English crown in 1603. So there we are. SNP stealing the members' money. Yes, well, a certain person did. What's your degree in? My degree is in dramatic art. There we are. Jeff from Leicester, Dinky-Doo. The King, Dinky-Doo. Nettles, we're not going into all that. We don't go into the gutter here. So we'll have to mute you if you're going to go that low down. Are you rich? I'm perhaps the richest man in the world because I get to broadcast to you guys on TikTok. I'm watching from Belfast. We love you in Belfast. Having said that, there's a verse dropped to the national anthem. It was never, ever sung in Scotland. It was sung in Drury Lane in the 1700s. There we are. A degree in acting the goat. Is that what you've got? And are you a good goat? I am called the goat, which is apparently the greatest of all time. There we are. Mute me for Scottie telling the truth. No, I'm not muting you for telling the truth. I mean, there's no evidence to what you're saying, but so we don't know if you're telling the truth or not. We're just saying we're not prepared to take this show into the gutter with you. All right. So there we are. God Save the King's our national anthem in Northern Ireland. Of course it is. So there we go. I tell you, Wales, Scotland, Ireland, the UK have a national anthem. England stole the UK anthem as their own. Well, there's not a UK anthem simply because the UK is political and the Crown is apolitical, but it's the British national anthem. And as we know, you can't be Welsh or Scottish or Northern Irish or English without being British. It's very simple. Scottie, great end to the football season. Were you there? I watched Scotland play today, but I didn't like the singing there, Flower of Scotland without the national anthem. So there we go. I tell you. Sing Bonnie wee Ginny McCall, Matthew. I can't because it will be copyright. So there we are. Northern Ireland voted Sinn Féin, says Nettles. A lively debate on Scotland's national anthem. Share your thoughts on the topic. Absolutely. Now then, there's no British. There's every British, because Britain, you get your map out and you'll see the British Isles, right? So which is was actually Great Britain and Ireland, and Great Britain is the big bit. Thank you very much for your beautiful rose epi. I tell you, what a lovely, lovely thought. So there we go. Scottie, great win for Scotland. Bring on the World Cup. Yeah, but the World Cup, we need to be seriously singing God Save the King and not make a foolish of ourselves. I tell you, a foolish of ourselves. That's what was happening. We're making a foolish of ourselves. And we don't want that. I can tell you. Now then, good evening, everybody. I doubt your singing of a song would be likely to attract a copyright strike, Scottie. The melody has to at least close to the original. Well, Tulsa, hey, it would be the original. And you would need to sing it completely off key. And obviously you've not had copyright strikes, and I have. I know what it means to have one, and you have to sort it out. So there we go. Should there be an inquiry into the money being stolen? That's what's being asked here. Just as long as the inquiry doesn't become politically driven. Get my meaning? I mean, some of the people asking about an inquiry are maybe not great fans of one of the parties. Dinky-Doo, Scottie, sir. I tell you, Rule Britannia. Yes, Tam, I think Rule Britannia was written by a Scot, if I remember rightly. Scots run the world, really. So there you go. So, Tups, your doubt is very good, but we could well get a copyright strike. I remember somebody playing a very famous tune on my radio show. That was fine, because the radio station took the hit for the copyrights. I then put up the YouTube of it and got hit. So there you go. You're either Scottish or you're a Quisling. Absolutely. You're either Scottish, which means Scottish British, or, as you say, you're a Quisling. So there we go. Greetings, Lord Scottie of Scotland. How are you doing tonight, sir? One thing I will say to the Scottish people, and they've talked about the claim of right. And I noticed there was a couple of people, MSPs, swearing the oath of allegiance to His Majesty King Charles, his heirs and successors. And they muttered something at the start about the people of Scotland being sovereign. Now, the thing about the claim of right, what that really was the people of Scotland agreeing that the king was sovereign on their behalf. So whoever muttered stuff at the start of the oath of allegiance, remember, if you can't do the oath of allegiance correctly, I think you should resign the part. So there you go. Greetings, Lord Scottie of Scotland. How are you doing tonight, sir? Scotmas, we're loving seeing you. And a big thank you, I tell you. Professor Numpty Heed, Dinky-Doo, has joined us. Lovely to have you with us. Scottie, I'm here. Where's my hello? Hello to Professor Numpty Heed, who's joined us late again. Numpty Heed, you need to take a leaf out of McClue's book and turn up on time. That's what it's about. When does the World Cup kick off for British Scotland? No, the World Cup kicks off for Scottish Britain. That's the one. Hello from Trump country in California. Brad, we love Trump over here. He's our number one pin-up boy. There we are. Dewar was a Quisling. Well, no, Dewar was the first minister of Scotland. So that means he was Scottish and British. But remember that the Labour Party are not yet pro-independence. Now, what have we got here? How do you feel about that? Hello from Communist Canada, says Jay. Scottish, not British. Danny, you can't be Scottish without being British. If you say you're not British, then you're certainly not Scottish. I can tell you that right now. Most national anthems celebrate collective national identity, history, or values. Well, that's God Save the King. That is our value. Now, Eunice is saying, how do you feel about the winning the UCL? Let's not go into all that. It gave away our maritime border. Well, we get it back, I tell you. Now, who else have we got here? The Old Alliance will always support the French against the English. Well, the English are basically French or Italian or German. That's where you get Saxony and Anglo-Saxon. There you have it. Were you ever in the old Hampden press box? No. I was invited to the press box as somebody said to me, you'd be a wonderful commentator, Scottie. And I said, I don't know enough about football. So they very humorously said, oh, you'll fit in well with the rest of us. So there you go. Thomas, we don't discuss individuals on here. I tell you, Eunice, I'm going to have to mute you because you're spamming me. And, I haven't given you an answer. And that usually says you're not getting an answer. So there we go. So Eunice has just been muted for spamming. I tell you. Now, who else have we got here? Canadian stuff going on. Are you the dude from Still Game? No, I'm not from Still Game at all. But I was acknowledged as the original inspiration for Still Game. There we go. I tell you. So there we have it. JD. Let's get shot of JD. There we go. He's gone. Lovely. If you're not with us, you're a Guinness, I say. Hello, top man. Hello, DINKY-DOO, Scott FM, says William Bell. Yes, William. Scottie from Scott FM. You can't beat it, I tell you. Hi, tops. Let's phone Scottie and annoy him. Numpty heed. Never phone Scottie and annoy him. Totsway says, get Brad from California to phone in. First caller from the USA gets a free Cadillac. Eventually, someone's going to take the bait. Scottie. I think he's got some Cadillacs in little cardboard boxes. British is German. The House of Windsor's German. Well, we're all German, I tell you. Are your phones open? Everybody originates from the African Rift Valley. So we're all originally African, I tell you. What do you make of Nicola quitting Scotland, moving down south? Chan, I haven't heard that, so I can't comment. Can I phone you, Scottie, says Matthew? Well, yes, you can, Matthew. Are you over 18? And do you talk sense? That's the whole thing. So there you are, not our Norwegian, so I wouldn't take that as any gospel. I think she was at a book festival. Or was that, where was that? That was in Ireland. That was the south of Ireland. She was at a book festival, I think, in Listowel. Now, who have we got here live in Scottish Phone in? Oh, no, you're not. That's very interesting. So there we go. Let's see who we've got here. There we are. You're much better at that. I'm too ingratiating, says Tups. So there we go. Scottie just said talking sense is a prerequisite of phoning in. Are we banned? Tups, don't be silly. You've always talked sense. I'm just going to have a sip of coffee, guys. That's lush. I didn't get my tea tonight. I had to rush. There's the wonderful Richard Tanner saying good evening to me. Good evening, Richard. How lovely to have you with us on this page. I hope you are well. I tell you, there were Roberto's just followed us. Guys, get everybody following. Do you like sports? Well, I used to do rugby. Dinky-Doo Scottie says, Reese. Hello, Reese. How lovely to have you with us, and a very, very warm welcome. I tell you, I've not heard that voice in Scott FM. Hope you're doing well, fella. Astrid, thank you so much. I hope you're doing well as well. Good evening, Dinky-Doo, Mr. McClue from Partington in Manchester. Dinky-Doo, Christian's away. Cheers, Christian. What's your number, Scottie? And I'll call you. Border Televisions is Ian. That's right. Do we like Star Wars? I've never played it. Is it fun? My mum used to listen to you on the radio, says Ira. Scottie, please can you give me an interesting fact about World War II? Yes. One of our main shoe factories ended up making torpedoes. Dinky-Doo, the refs don't have a clue. Andox, do you think McClue would make a good referee for the football? I ask you. So there you are. So guys, claim of right just means that you've agreed to have the king represent you on your behalf. I'm down at Greenock, says Chan. Dinky-Doo, Chan, Mondaton. Do you think Scotland will do well in the World Cup? I think they will. They just need to sing God Save the King at the start of the matches and not the wee folk song. All right, let's go. We're making a fool of ourselves, talking about 13-14 when it's a modern football match. So come on. I said to you, hi, Dinky-Doo. I think they'll get rattled, says Chan. Does that think Scotland will get absolutely bounced in the World Cup? Scottie, I love listening in. I've followed you since the radio days. Robert, thank you so much for that. God Save the King, says Chan. Absolutely, Chan. If you're not the biggest fan of the incumbent, always respect the office. And the office is the crown. I was never asked to follow a king when this decision was made. Well, you were, David, because the decision was made in 1320. Yes, and again in 1689. So, you know, that's been there. You'd be born a bit after that. And the decision was made, so you were there. Follow us, guys, as soon as you can. The king is effectively elected. So the half-wits, they go, oh, unelected. Yes, and somebody even called them a parasite. And I thought they brought in £2 billion, so don't bite the hand that feeds you. Don't forget the Knights Templar. So there we are. I'm not mentioning any names. So there you are. When doing the documentary at Border. No names. So there we are. They killed their own family for the crown. Well, Mystic, they have done some pretty extreme things in the last 1,000 years. Good evening, kind sir. What's God Save the King for us Scots? It's our national anthem. And we've sung it with gusto for 275 years. And about 25 years ago, somebody said, let's sing the wee folk song Playing in Scotland for a laugh. Everybody had a good laugh, and then they forgot to change it. Are we in Carlisle yet? Well, Ian, that Bonnie Prince Charlie made it to Preston, to Derby. See you, Scottie. See you, little red Dinky-Doo. Ian says when he woke up. I tell you. So there we are. Roberta's just joined us. Welcome. Guys, follow me. Everybody should be following, subscribing, all that sort of thing. Sully says, I've got a feeling Brazil will start playing well again against Scotland. Just our luck. So there we are. Tops is talking to Numpty here. Silly boys. What are your plans for tomorrow, Scottie? Do you know, I think I might have a long lie. I haven't had a long lie for about 30 years. So I think I might have a long lie tomorrow. Hello, Scottie McClue. I'm in the bath, says Kareem. Good evening, Kareem. You'll not be calling us if you're in the bath. But lovely to have you with us. Thank you. Very true, Scottie. I'm only 46, so I wasn't about then law, but we should be given the choice. David, we've been given the choice, and we chose God Save the King. Nobody's going to choose Flower of Scotland. We'd be better singing, you know, what's it? Pop goes the weasel, pop goes the weasel. And now the Scottish national anthem. Everybody stand. Sing, Scottish people. Half a pound of tuppenny rice, half a pound of treacle. That's the way the money goes. Pop goes the weasel. Whoa, hey. And that's then the football could start. Do you miss the radio? I do, Reese, and I think my viewers miss the radio because they've got to look at my fizzog when it'd be better just listening to me. Scottie, I was on your radio show back in the 90s about the guys in the big house. Kev, we had a lot of guys in the big house. I've actually spoken to a lot of them since, and they said, oh, we're allowed the radio, you see. I have a feeling, I tell you, I have a feeling you've got a point there, Sully boy. One never knows. Can everybody share the live right now and tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10? We never ask for anything, but there's a little goal up there. And if anybody's feeling flush, William has just sent me a power diamond. A power of diamond. William, thank you for my power of diamond. That's a serious gift to Scottie McClue on TikTok. Since then, I now have a charity helping support people coming out the big house. Good for you, Kev. Can you say Dinky-Doo? I can always say Dinky-Doo. Hello from London, Scottie. Chrissy, what are you doing in London? Do you live there? So there we go. Ian says, Billy Connolly's funny, but sometimes too much swearing. Billy, I'm not a great one for swearing. As you know, I don't swear in my act. But Billy is somebody that's actually almost made it acceptable. A very, very funny man. Justice for Mr. Martin, says Tony. Mr. Martin owes us all an apology. An apology? There we are, Dinky-Doo. I think you should apologize to him. No way! Reese has now sent me a gold boxing glove. Guys, you guys are beautiful. You're spoiling me. Roberta's sending me Go Populars. Reese has sent 15 gold boxing gloves. I tell you. There we go. Rule Britannia, says John. Absolutely, John. That's the call of the Scottish person. When one or two people trying to pretend they weren't British when if they need to get their map out and have a look. What does it say on their passport? Is it Dinky-Doo? It's always Dinky-Doo, Auntie, yes. John Dinky-Doo, never been anything but Dinky-Doo. Reese is now sending me a huge number of red roses live on the TikTok. That's gorgeous, that is. Now, who else have we got here? How's everybody getting on? The YouTubers. Have you all subscribed? I tell you. Hello from Bigger. Nice to see you. Marco, we love Bigger. Do you know the Cadger's Bridge? Reese is still sending red roses, guys. He sent me 80. No, he sent me 200 red roses. Reese, what are you doing? He sent 200 and now he's sending more. 50% of the red rose goal is completed. Guys, if anybody's feeling flush, there's a wee goal up there for red roses. I tell you, mad. It's absolutely mad, Sex Quick. He did that the last time I was on. Yes, he did. But he's really gone over the top here. Reese, how many of you sent here? You must have sent 500. 80% of the goal. Reese has done this, guys. Reese Carr, can we thank Reese very, very much for his huge kindness. Live on the TikTok. Oh, I tell you. What is this like? Oh my goodness me. Now, right, we'll just sort that out. What's happened here? I tell you, something happening here, guys. Hold on. Hold on. There you go. That is fantastic. Now, what have we got there? Somebody mentioning a single malt. We can't do advertising on here. Sorry about that, guys. Now, who else have I got here? That was funny. So there we go. Let me see if I can just get this back for you. Oh, no, we don't want to do that. It's asking me, do I want to lend? We're not doing that. It's saying to me, do you want to end the broadcast? No, I do not. And there we have it. Can you all see me on the TikTok? Amazing stuff. What an incredible setup. Do you do battles? DINKY-DOO, Scottie. Love cat, says Chrissy. And my friend has the most stunningly beautiful cat. He's grey with a white perfect V and white paws. Just the little tips of his paws. I tell you. Now, who have we got here? This is just incredible, guys. I'm selling red roses for Scottie, says Numpty. Good God, if anyone sent me 200 roses that get more than a candlelight dinner, I can't tell you. Well, isn't that beautiful? I'm trying to see how many he's actually sent me, but I'm having to see what goes on here. I've got to get back, mirror the video. So what are we doing that? Oh my goodness, guys, just give me a wee chance here till I see what's happening. We're getting asked all sorts of stuff here. Now, I don't know what that does. There we are. It's telling me to mirror the video. Brilliant, says Chrissy. How do you get the 8+ off, says Ian. That's it. Can you all see the 8+? So there we are. So I'm trying to get the 8+ off. And, what does that say? Here we go, guys. No, I don't think it's that one. How do you know how you get the 8+ off, guys? I don't want it to Smoking 99 on the radio show. I'm getting gifts there. Reese's going absolutely bananas here. Tom the Tomato, DINKY-DOO, Reese, thank you for that. What does that one do? No, that's for business. Guys, this is incredible. How do we do this? Don't want that. Don't want that. I am trying to get the 8+ off. I would have thought it's that one. But if I do that, it's telling me end the live. What button does Scottie press? Come on, somebody must know. To get the 8+. Can you guys all see the 8+? Is that what you're all watching? I tell you. No. Well, that's funny, guys. I don't know what I've touched here and got this. Absolutely crazy, crazy stuff. What I'll do is I'll pop it down, we'll pop it off and pop back up again. That's what we'll do, guys. That's the best plan, I think. Unless I can find some other way. No, it looks like I can't get it off. Somebody look it up. How do you get the 8+ off on TikTok? See if we can do it before I have to go. That's what we'll do. Celtic arranges the Dathy. Go and see them play. Deke says, do you know what you're doing? Of course I don't know what I'm doing, or I'd be doing it. Let's just see what comes up here. No, that's not done it. That's not done it. Anybody know? Right. We don't know how to get this off, guys. So it looks like... Try another button, Scotty. Right. Okay, guys, off we go. We'll have to look this one up, it says. No, there doesn't seem to be anything I can do to get that one back. There we have it. Right. Off we go and we'll pop back up. Okay, guys? Here we go. This is amazing. There must be a very, very simple way to do this, but I can't see it. No. Bye, everybody. See you in a minute. Get a shilling in the meter. There's Carbolic. Right. What we'll do, guys, we'll pop back up for the TikTokers. Have a bit of chat with them, I tell you. Ooh. What a carry on. Well. What do you mean 8+? Well, Sully boy, 8 people had come up. Scott, I think if you looked at a clip of you trying to fix tech, it would go viral. Oh, I think so. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Right, let's do it again. Let's go live again. So we'll do all that. Just bear with me every day. We're just going live for the old TikTokers. Lovely. Right. Lovely. Right. That's us going live. Welcome back to our beautiful TikTokers. Oh, hang on. We haven't sorted it yet. Right. I'm going to... Guys, I'll tell you what I'm going to do here. This is absolutely incredible, guys. Somebody must know how to sort this. When we've gone live again, it's come back up. Layout, design. I'm getting the lot here, guys. Full screen. Hey, I've just fixed it. Is that not beautiful? Layout and full screen. Congratulations. Lovely to have you all back with us, and welcome. Thank you, I tell you. Now, so that's sorted out, Sully boy. We'll take a call if anybody wants to call in. I think I deserve to speak to somebody sensible. Who have we got? Spoiled for choice, as always. Thank you for joining us, guys, and a very, very warm welcome from me, Scottie McClue. I've just learned something new tonight. I tell you, good morning from Melbourne in Australia, say the Scottish Network of Australia. How lovely to have you with us, and a very good morning to you. That is brilliant. You got it, Scottie. I did, Ian. That's what a way to actually learn. I mean, you could get what we call in Scotland a big riddy sorting something like that out, but we've done it. That's the stuff. You're live on Scottie's phone in. Who's that? Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
That's enough hellos now, Scott.
That's it. That's enough hellos, enough to eat. How do you remember that? We used to have to say to them, enough hellos.
Because you used to have them saying hello all the time here.
Well, listen, up to eat. I've just had a huge technical challenge.
Okay.
And I fixed it.
No, just remember here, Scott, I need to press a button. And it's to turn you down because you're on the telly.
How you got me on the telly? Did you shout, Alexa, play Scottie McClue on YouTube?
No, because Alexa doesn't ken what I'm talking about.
Alexa kens you fine. She just doesn't understand you.
Now, Scottie, are you listening?
Of course, I'm always listening to you.
You know, me being numpty, the top man, it's tough at the top.
Very tough at the top, as we know.
Well, I've got some good news for you.
Spill.
We're keeping the phone in. The only thing is, I don't know where you fit in.
Me? I don't fit in at all. I never have.
See, I'm thinking, who can we get for the Scottie McClue phone in?
Scottie McClue phone in, I'll tell you. Well, you know, if you're starting a radio station or a television station, your first call should be to Scottie McClue. Whoever has McClue has the market. And that stands as true today as it did 34 years ago.
That depends if you can press the right buttons to answer the phone.
Well, I don't need to answer the phone on a big radio station because you'd be doing it.
Of course.
Because you'd make a great, lovable lassie.
Well, I'm making the tea as well, Scottie.
Yes. All of that.
A good cup of tea.
A proper cup of tea. Now, what do you call a good cup of tea? Because you're from Edinburgh, I believe.
I love my tea, Scott. You kind of like a good drink.
Did you not tell me you had a fish tea and it tasted terrible?
Aye, so I moved on to Darjeeling. Now then, are you going to finish?
Yes, you finish.
This cup of tea, right?
Right.
Now listen, you put the tea bag in, right? And
yes.
Then you pour in the hot water.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
And then you let it stew for a minute or two.
Stew?
And after you take the tea bag out, that's when you add the milk.
Oh, that's true. I don't think anybody should ever. I've seen a tea bag sitting in a bath of milk in a cup.
Oh, Scottie,
now,
please.
I do not like the idea of that.
It rhymes with wishy water.
Wishy water, I tell you.
It rhymes with wishy, but I just don't like seeing tea bags and wishy water.
Ian says, remember that after 34 years, Scottie. What a memory. So there you go.
Absolutely. And Scottie, I was up north again last week.
You were up the what?
North.
Oh, north. Right, got you. Aye, no, I'll not even say what I thought you said.
All right. No, I was up north again, and I'll tell you where I come across.
Go on.
In the middle of the Glens and the Munros, Glenetive.
Glenetive.
Have you heard yet?
Glenetive. I know it well. I have a friend lives overlooking Loch Etive.
Absolutely.
I've walked up Glenetive myself.
Wonderful. I'm jealous.
Yes.
Now, can I tell you, Scottie? I was on my way up to Glencoe, right? And this is what happened.
Ken.
There was all these wild campers turning off the 882, and I thought, where are they gone? So I thought, I'm going to follow them and investigate. And here it was a beautiful 12-mile road, single track road with wee passing places.
Ken?
For the women drivers.
Ken?
And the thing was, Scotty, the scenery was stunning. And here, the waterfalls, Scotty.
Oh, beautiful. Well, the whole lot up there. Wonderful.
The wild campers, Scotty.
Oh, they'll be wild up there when they see there's no shops.
Oh, Scotty, the thing is, you visit a shop that does you for 2 or 3 days.
But is that not what's driving them wild, that there's no shops?
Maybe aye.
You see, and where do they plug their mobile in?
Oh, who cares?
Where do the girls plug in their straighteners?
And where do you get Scottie McClue if you can't get a phone signal?
Or you should be able to get a radio signal in some of these places. You know, this is the wonderful thing about the BBC. They've gone ahead of us years setting up all sorts of, what you call repeaters, so you can get a signal to get your radio.
Well, the thing is, Scotty, I was going to go tonight, but I thought I'll not get Scotty, so I'll have to pay off till the morning.
Here's Caroline, right, saying, hi, Scotty, chilling and tuned right in, gentleman and legend. You're just pure quality. Dinky-Doo, Scotty. Is that not lovely? And there's good morning from Melbourne in Australia.
Melbourne in Australia, mate.
Melbourne, Australia, mate. You're very good at the Australian, mate.
Well, you can be 9 hours ahead, Scotty.
Five Drone says, a mind back in the day in the 90s used to listen to the radio. I was about 13.
I mind back in the 90s when you used to cut me off.
We had to cut you off. We'd had enough.
Because it was like, the news was coming on at 11 o'clock.
We always had the news, but I think I cut you off maybe a good bit before and then just filled the time.
10 minutes before. Anyway, Scotty, I'm going to go away on the lawn again, and I'm going to actually wild camp on the Glenetta Road.
You're some man. Well, you take care of yourself because it's pretty chilled up there. You know, you can get the mist can come down. Just be careful.
I've seen the clouds where they're covering the mountain tops.
Yes,
wonderful, beautiful, Scotty.
Do you know that just along from me, when I was a wee boy, there was a young chap. He had built himself a car, and then he went on to do mountaineering, and he invented a stretcher to take people off the mountain. He spent his whole life in mountaineering, and he lived in Glencoe, and his name was Hamish McInnes. So there you go. And when I was a wee boy, I mind him just along the road from me.
You said that. But anyway.
What I said that, and then you're going, what about it? Do you not think that's amazing?
Tell me something interesting, like.
Have you anybody famous along the road for you?
Okay, Scotty. Look, I've rubbed shoulder with the famous, the rich and famous. I don't know about you, but...
I've never rubbed any shoulders with them. No, I don't get in for any of that. But I have shaken hands and nodded.
Well, your 15 minutes to fame was shaking my hand as the video.
That's still my 15 minutes of fame, shaking your hand. And it shows you what a lovely handshake it must have been, because you're still talking to me 34 years later.
Well, the thing was, I shook hands twice. Once when I arrived and once when I was gone away. So yeah.
What about this here?
You shook hands with twice.
Who shook hands twice?
I'm saying there's no anybody that can shake hands twice.
Aye, well, you do. You shake up and then do it again. Do you know why you shake hands?
Aye.
Go on then, tell us.
Because you're cold.
No.
Well, tell me.
It goes back to the days of the nights when they were fighting each other and extending your right hand and holding their right hand said, I come to you in peace. I do not have a weapon. And that's the origin of handshaking. What about that?
There you are. Now, listen, Scotty. Now, handshake, that's a bit dated, right? These days, it's fist bump.
You can do a fist bump. I've done that as well, but it's not quite the same.
Now, what I'm asking you, Scotty, what do you prefer, shaking hands?
I prefer the handshake simply because it's proper gent.
Anyway, I'm having a wee cough there.
You know, a fist bump's a wee bit kind of, as we say in Scotland, modern.
Aye. You hear them a lot better, Scotty.
It's a wee bit modern. You're sounding better. You're coughing a lot better.
Oh, my cough, every now and again, I get the tickly throat.
Aye, so I believe. Oh no, I get the tickly things as well.
Aye, listen, I've just realised, Scotty, I will not shut my windows. My neighbours will be hearing me screaming at you.
You haven't shut your windows and you haven't shut your mouth since you came on, and that's a good thing.
It's no, I'm disturbing the neighbours.
Tell me this, in Edinburgh, do you have midges, or is that a Glasgow thing?
Oh, you get one or two, Scotty. Not as bad as what it is.
Well, what is it? Is it one or two? Make up your mind.
Oh, you get one or two.
Well, yeah, but how many? You're saying one, or you've been very vague.
You'll get a wee cluster of midges that hang about the back.
So maybe even more than one or two. Yeah. See, I used to shout to my dad, do you want chips for your tea? And he'd say, one or two. I would say, well, make your mind up.
Aye. Brown sauce or tomato sauce?
Aye, well, you're brewed in Edinburgh. Does tomato sauce exist in Edinburgh?
Well, I could never make my mind up, so they just chucked a lot on. Brown, tomato, vinegar.
So you're brewing in red.
Scotty, your chip shop, you know, when they give you salt and sauce.
Ken.
Well, the salt shaker seemed like cost $2,000.
Why, they can be dear if you've got money to spend.
They're awfully dear.
Oh, listen, if you've got money to spend, I'll tell you, there's lots of things you could spend it on there. Umbrellas, coffee machines, motors. Oh, there's plenty. Listen, if you're feeling flush and up to head, I'm sure you could find plenty of things to spend your money on.
Well, Scotty, I've got 3 spare coffee machines in the cupboard. You want one?
I'll take a coffee. I've never really had one of them with one of these machines. Have you not got to be very posh for that? Or very rich?
I'm thinking about upgrading my tent to a camper van. What do you think?
Well, if you can afford it, they're dear. You'd need to have a lot of money.
Amazing what you can find in the back of the couch, Scotty. Wow.
Well, that's right. You get down the back of the couch. Right, listen. You go away and shut the windows.
Right.
And we'll get on with the chit-chat. Or stay with the chit-chat and leave the windows open.
No, I'm fed up hugging your show. I'm hugging the show.
No, it doesn't matter. You're not hugging the show. You're holding the show together.
I'm talking nonsense.
You're talking the usual sense you've always talked.
I love talking nonsense. You're the only person I phone. You can now.
Not at all. So
you say I'm late, but I've been here since 6:30.
So see when your bill comes in, does it just say Scottie McClue on it?
It's got the best Kent phone number in Scotland on it.
And
over and over again.
And I believe it'll be free as well. Is that right?
I hope so, Scotty.
I hope so.
I'm skint. Anyway, but you got to do me a favour and push off.
I'll push off and you push off at the same time, right? You ready? After 2. 2.
Yeah, you stick your tongue and say Dada.
Dada. That's enough to eat. What a guy. Now, what else have we got here? I'll just be taking that down. Guys, we don't mention individuals, remember? We'll just take that off. Wonderful. The wonderful Susan Forrest says, well done. I think that was for sorting out our technical challenge. I'm sure it was called Scott FM. I could be wrong. It was 101 FM. That was Scott, yeah. 100.3 and 101. There we go. Now, let's get rid of J. Jono. We never need people like that. Oh, guys, remember, if anybody's cheeky on here, we just get rid of them. Scottie McClue, how do you do? Matthew, Dinky-Doo. It comes from the 9th century. It does, blue-eyed guy. Hello, Scotty. I've just entered through the pub after watching the game at Hampden. There we are. It comes from Mesopotamia. I wonder what medicine he's on for cough medicine. Now, let's get rid of Matthew. Wonderful. Matthew's gone as well. Okay. Phone. Hello, you're live on Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
Oh, Scotty, it's also here, of course.
You were attracted by Numpty Head, weren't you?
Well, I'm linked to that. This is an official intervention, Scotty, right?
Yes.
You know that trouble you had with your technology earlier? When you read back the text on YouTube, I think it's quite obvious that Numpty Head and myself are going to stage an intervention, take over the channel, but I promise you, we're going to keep you on as a figurehead, right?
Oh, that's lovely. That would suit me and save me doing any work. This is my idea of hard work.
you give me the late Queen Mother.
That would suit me, dear. Yes. There's a lovely line in The Crown, and when the chief private secretary or the monarch's private secretary says to the Queen Mother, "What do you wish me to do, ma'am?" And she says, "Just what you've always done, Tommy. Just what I tell you."
She'd be a little bit of the drink went down the wrong way there. But yes.
I thought you meant the Queen Mother when you said a little bit of the drink went down the wrong way.
Oh my God! Apparently she was a demon for
it. She did enjoy a certain. We can't say it because it's a proprietary brand, but she enjoyed that along with a wee drop lemonade.
Oh man! Oh, it's just like Mrs. Tubbs. She's a woman. Despite growing up in the East End of Glasgow, she's a woman of expensive taste.
Yes, she will be.
No names, no pack draw. But there's a chap who has his own brand of gin now, and he was formerly one of the presenters of a rather famous motoring show on British television. Now, his gin is apparently nice, but it's quite expensive. But it turns out that's Mrs. Tubbs's favourite.
Oh, listen, I remember at a wedding, and this chap goes up to the bar and he said there was a whole crowd of us there. And everybody said, "Yeah, no, I'll take a G&T, that'd be lovely." So he goes up and orders. She said, "Right, what can I get you?" And he goes, 24 gin and tonics, please. And all right. So she then gets some bottle, and he looks over, he goes, "Hoy, excuse me, what are you doing?" And she says, "I'm getting the gin." And he went, No. Gin doesn't come out a bottle marked that. Gin comes out a bottle marked that, and pointed to a famous proprietary brand. Then, so she set up all these glasses with the gin out of the bottle marked that, and then she got one of these multi-hosies, and he says, "What do you think you're doing?" And she said, "I'm putting in the tonic." He went, No. Tonic doesn't come out of one of these. It comes out of a bottle marked, right? And she goes, "All right." So she had to go and get all of that organized, all the wee bottles, and top them all up.
Oh,
and then take the glasses and what was left in the wee bottle over to the people.
See, something like that, when the gin eventually goes through the system, right, in the natural order, do you think it requires a solid gold urinal for it?
I'm not sure that the system is as discerning as that. Because I can remember being abroad, and I popped down to the local store and managed to translate that I was after a bottle of gin for some friends of mine. And I joined them in having one at the time. In those days, I took alcohol, and I joined them in having one. And it wasn't a terrible. Well, it was, you know, a proper dram, but it was. We were all having a slight slurring after one of these. So, so it some would end like another. And there was a lot of yes, please.
One of these nights, I'm going to have to tell you about my experiences with absinthe, which was actually banned in Britain until the early 2000s. Oh, I'll talk to you about.
Yes, well, maybe not go into that. And there's another one again. I won't mention any proprietary names, but you used to. It was clear, and when you put, was it lemonade in it, it went cloudy.
Oh, well, that can happen with a lot of adults.
Yeah, and that just, I mean, the people, you know, after a really good night, you expect to see the rest of the guests at breakfast. Never saw one.
Yeah, but just quickly, just to put your mind.
Nobody fancied the sausage, bacon, egg, and black pudding.
Yeah. But absinthe isn't a trade name; it's an ancient drink from
France. I understand.
Okay. Just we're running out of time, but very quickly, I noticed that you posted a short on YouTube just a couple of days ago, and you're looking for sponsorship or the possibility of sponsorship. Now, what I was going to suggest is, you know, Scottie, Dex sells on the internet. So my suggestion is that you start presenting the phone in a vest, right? Honestly, you'll go mega viral, and all your financial worries will be gone.
I think we'd end up with sponsors of vests.
To be honest with you, I'm not even sure of that. Great.
But what we've done there, Tups, we looked and over 1 million people a month, and I thought somebody's going to be interested in this. So say you got a 30-second or a 1 minute, McClue goes to your business, chats to you, McClue doesn't need to appear, pops up the stuff, put it up in the channel and say to them, whatever the modest fee is, you know, Scottie, I'm getting great footfall out of this. 100 quid, can we say? Aye, oh God, aye, you know, and come back and all that. And so people that really understand it, that really want to be there, none of your nonsense. It doesn't put me up nor down whether anybody comes on or not, and just select, you know, the right quality of adverts, the right quality of product, right quality of somebody's business, and for a very modest fee, rather than give thousands of pounds to radio and television, give McClue a ton and he'll come out to your business, pop that up, and you'll see a huge change in your footfall. It'd be rude not to try it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but also remember, Scottie, advertising on the local Glasgow independent television broadcaster is dirt cheap. If you do an advert about 11 o'clock on a weekday night, it's almost pocket money, right? But it's something you might want to think about.
I am certainly going to have a look at that, because what I was saying last week was McClue doesn't really need a radio station now. Somebody's saying, oh, there's a new radio station and they're hoping to get 40,000 people a week. And I thought, I can get that in 10 minutes in a 30-second video.
Yeah, but seriously, look into advertising just a wee spot about 11 o'clock on the local Glasgow independent. I knew a guy who worked for a charity who paid for a couple of advertising spots, and it's way less than 1,000 quid. Right? Let's just say way less.
Way less. So we're talking 11 at night or morning?
At night,
right?
I think it was within an hour of the news at 10.
All right. Oh, now you're talking.
I think it was about 400 quid, right, for a spot. So it's something to look into. It's not. Okay, that makes me sound like I'm Trump, right? Like pocket change. But listen, it's almost 1 minute to go.
We've got to go or we'll run out of time. Many blessings. Dinky-Doo.
Thank you, man. See ya.
What a fine fella. There he is. Tups Swahey. Guys, we're absolutely out of time. So we're going to have to dash. Thank you for tonight. Thank you so much to the TikTokers. Thank you for putting up with the technical lesson from me. And Dinky-Doo. There we have it. That's our beautiful TikTokers. And to, thank you very much for that. And to our gorgeous, gorgeous Facebookers, Dinky-Doo, get following Glasgow Essentials. And to our beautiful, beautiful YouTubers, all I can say is thank you very much, Dinky-Doo and Taralas. Yes, here we go. Bye-bye. One last chance. One last chance. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to move this out the way. And then one last chance for you. You ready? Ta-ta.